We are back underground on the verge of rolling initiative. Last session, you guys finished your exploration of the Bone Zone. You sort of made your way along the tunnel and got out into the Ravager Caverns. Did a little like interrogation sort of Envy. He actually volunteered some information and then asked some questions with some few people in the group. And then during watch that night, Clara and Caliban were visited by just a little guy, a little potato head guy, who sat down, swapped some shiny stones for some food, and then sort of made it known to you that actually he has a job for you, or was requesting help. And you guys sprung to action, and now we sort of left off due to some internet problems in the about to roll initiative and deal with a large group of Ravagers attacking this tiny little potato man's settlement. So let's get some initiative.
Didn't we kill a bunch of these things before the unfortunateness of our session?
There was a shatter that went off, and I believe there's still a landslide to go down that Dafer can trigger, but two of them have perished, is what my notes say. Many of them are quite badly damaged, but this was just the ones closest to you, right? Like the closest threat to you at present. So there's still yet more Ravagers within the chamber that you are inside of.
Okay, I just needed re-clarification.
No worries.
I believe we also did a first initial salvo of attacks.
Yeah.
Based on the rolls up top.
Yeah, I think so.
Ranged.
So select my token, initiative. That's pretty good for me. Like,
am I in this fight?
Yes, you are. In front of... Wow, these are two fast Ravagers.
I'm a fucking bro. Why is it that low?
Unfortunately, the dice is bigger than your modifier still. One day that won't be true, Mr. Rogue, but for now, the dice remains larger than your modifier.
The question, I believe, is do we treat the ambush we set up just as an action I can trigger on my turn?
Yeah, and you can either trigger it on your turn or delay it if you want to get like the next wave of Ravagers in. I think if I remember correctly, Caliban is slightly forward of most of you because he ran forward to sort of, or is it? I think it might be Adhira, Caliban, and then the three of you behind that. I think that's sort of the general structure of the formation of the group.
And we're trying to lead them back so we can trigger a landslide on them?
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. So as more get closer, Dafer's prepared landslide will be more effective than not. Right now, it will get all the ones on the battlefield, and as I add more to the battlefield, when Dafer triggers it, it will hit more. So it's up to you guys or up to Dafer when you think it's the optimal time to trigger it or not. Sky is also here, but she's keeping an eye on the guy that you captured. Obviously, at any point, if you guys feel like you need to pull her in, she will no longer be staring at this guy, but she can assist you with the fight. So that's the sort of trade-off you have there as well. Was there anything else before I start moving my pieces, as it were? That's more of an internal question, I think. But I think that's everything. Cool. All right. Give me 1 second.
That's entirely up to you.
Adhira, nipping at your heels, one of these Ravagers runs up and is going to bite you, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
11 versus AC.
Miss.
And then is this one. This one's going to dash and run up next to Caliban, actually, sort of circumventing you in this regard. Dafer, over to you.
Do I have any within, like, range-wise? Which are, do
You
I
could-
have any in 30 or do I have any in 60 range?
You have the one next to Caliban is in 30, the one next to it here is within 60 feet.
Okay. I think I'm gonna aid Adhira there. I'm trying to position myself in a way that I can stay within like an easy get back and trigger landslide range.
But you also want to move forward
And
slightly.
yeah, and make a. I think I can do a range attack at Adhira's one because I don't think I can get to that one and stay within range of my stuff.
No, you'd have to move further to get up close to it. So yeah, go ahead and make a ranged attack against it.
Is that within 30 feet? 20 feet, I mean?
If you move 30 feet, it would be 30 feet away, so it would be more than 20 foot. You would be at disadvantage still.
The one at Caliban's, is that also more than 50 feet away?
Caliban's one you could either get next to or move only 10 foot to get it within a ranged attack that is not at disadvantage.
Okay. In that case, I move next to it and give it a salvo of normal attacks, trying to dispatch it quickly to free up Caliban.
Yeah, gotcha. So I'm just not playing.
I'm not going to do this one reckless. That is not with overload. That is... I would know this one by heart. These things are neither resistant nor weak to lightning. Is that correct?
Ravager's fire, staggered by fire. Not resistant to anything.
Okay. In that case, just normal attacks. That misses. That's 9. And then for that was my gauntlets. And then for my boots as offhand. It's also non-overload boots.
Two shockwaves slam into the rock surface as the Ravager sort of darts left and right, managing to dodge the concussive shockwaves from you, Dafer.
Those were melee attacks.
In which case, it's the same thing, but fists instead of concussive shockwaves.
I just want to emphasize that because I can't do offhand range attacks.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's important. So then, Clara.
Clara, over to you.
Right. How these are pretty close. Like, how far away is this one?
A little over 60 feet, somewhere around the 90 to 100 foot range is the rest of them.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna start looking at those because I can. I will steady my aim and try and hit this one that's like at the top.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. Is quite badly hurt as well. Unfortunately, 11, even with the high ground that you have, the shot, it manages to like duck around with the distance it has before your weapon returns to you.
That's me then.
Caliban, you have a target next to you. You also have Dafer next to you as well.
Right. I'll just attack.
Go for it. 25 hits. 6 piercing is enough as you drive your blade into the one next to you. You do manage to bring it down, weakened by your shatter last week.
The time is convoluted in the caves.
Yes.
Which one is the closest one?
The one next to it here. If you head down, you could get 30 foot to that.
Wow. 30 feet?
Yeah.
And are we on difficult terrain?
Going back up more so than going down.
Okay. Let me just offhand dagger.
23 hits.
it's
1
just
point of damage. Brings it a little lower, but obviously doesn't kill it.
Of course. That'll be the all.
This Ravager is going to run up and using the fact that there are 2 of them next to Adhira, it does have pack tactics, it will bite Adhira with advantage. 13 still misses you, Adhira.
Misses, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
this one is going to run up and get into position with Caliban there and make an attack with advantage against Caliban. Misses you, Caliban, able to block the teeth with your parrying dagger, Uther.
How far away are they from me?
They'd be within... They're within 60 feet.
Okay. Movement and cunning action to dash.
Yep, using your bonus action to dash, that would get you up next to one of them, whichever one you wish.
Just get here.
Forming a line.
I would like to attempt to identify this one.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Wait. Haha, it's the first time I've drawn my sword this fight.
24 most certainly hits. Shell weakened by the shatter of your companion, you do slice it straight down the middle. Two sides of the shell fall apart with the inside already flaking into strange metallic shards. It does fall, Luther.
And that's about all I can do for this turn. However, that does remind me that, oh man, we're going to have to do cleanup down here.
Adhere.
I'm going to lash out with a kick at the one right next to me.
Yep.
7.
Ow.
7 will miss, yeah.
I will spend a key point for Flurry of Blows to do that twice more.
Yep, second attack.
Miss.
Natural 1, unfortunately. With the pressure of like two people on either side, you're back to a slope. You're sort of like both moving forward and trying to keep your formation with the back behind you being hard to move away. It makes it difficult to land any attack at the moment. But you do still have one more. 18 will connect. That is enough. Do you have the acid as well? Actually, it doesn't matter. 6 is
Yeah,
enough.
that's... Yeah.
You managed to land the blow finally. Again, a weakened Ravager taken out by your strike.
And I'm going to back up. About there.
Okay.
Give myself some breathing room.
Ravager moves up next to Uther. We'll take a bite at him.
Do you have to?
22, this one does connect Uther. 5 piercing.
He's gotta.
5 piercing damage as it sparks its teeth against your shell barrier.
Saved by the temp HP.
At which point another Ravager is going to come up, and I'll just roll a d2. 1 for Caliban, 2 for Uther. Caliban, it moves up next to you, and with pack tactics, we'll have advantage. 22.
22. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take the hit.
Okay. 4 piercing damage.
You know what? I'll parry that.
Yeah, using your action to parry.
It's so the parry is.
I think it's your martial die plus dex mod, or whichever is higher, dex or strength.
Yeah, it's my superiority die and my dexterity modifier. Do you mind if I just like take off the superiority die since I know it's gonna. It's 4 piercing damage, so that's gonna subtract it either way, no matter what I roll.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, even if you rolled a 1, yeah. So you managed to parry it perfectly and remove all of the damage. Coming around to the top of the initiative order means that I need to add more bodies as they run up closer.
Oh boy!
Ah!
Give me 1 second to roll more initiatives.
Let's fucking go. I'm ready.
let's put them in order and see if any are at the top. Nope, Dafer, you have the initiative. What do you want to do?
What I want to coordinate is triggering the rock avalanche right into the face of the horde of Ravagers, which I think they're currently all out of reach for it. Or am I wrong there?
So there are 6 more left that are out of reach. All the ones that are on the battlefield that have initiatives are within range of what you've prepared, Dafer.
Okay. And so basically all the ones that I can currently see.
All the ones you can currently see would be hit by it.
Okay. The next slide of 6 I can see in the distance will be arriving next round.
The next slide of 6 will, when we reach the top of the initiative order, they will arrive as well, yes.
Hmm?
And that's the last of them.
Yeah. Okay, I
Back
think
up a little bit if you need.
I think backing up might be nice, so I don't have to lean out too much, so I can stay within trigger range of my stuff. I think I'll wait until the last 6 arrive as well. That seems like the play that might reduce the most amount of damage that we might take.
Mm-hmm. So you're about 30 foot from you're 30 foot from the front line where Uther and Caliban are, and you're 30 foot from your trigger point. So you're right in the middle of the two.
Okay. In that case, I'll be moving. I need to. Yeah, I assume I need to be physically where the trigger point is to punch the things.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't just range attack that one. Okay. I'll be moving 15 feet forward and attack the one in front of Caliban.
Yeah.
Are any of the ones in the 3 in the front line wounded?
Yeah, all of them are wounded. The most wounded looking one is to the left of Caliban, so the most furthest left on the screen.
Okay. In that case, I'll be attacking that one. I'll be doing that one recklessly, as
Yep.
who knows if I'll get swarmed or not.
Go for it.
Sooner or later, that's a main attack. That is no overload. That is a normal gauntlet attack advantage. 21 for budget.
Hits for 4 damage, is up but barely as that wave does catch it.
So that could at least be taken out by some kind of stray shot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Good. In that case, I'll be moving another 15 feet back so I can stay within the trigger point for next round.
Dash forward,
Okay.
let off a reckless launch of concussive energy, which does shred one side of this Ravager before heading back to your original starting point within range of the avalanche trigger, Clara.
The second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna go for this one, because Caliban's starting to get swarmed.
Yeah, go for it.
Protect your boy.
Well, looks like she cares after all.
20 does absolutely hit.
You think I'm gonna let one of these things take the glory kill that I've been planning since second one? I think the fuck not.
Man,
Congratulations,
I
you're
really
now
live in
Vegeta.
Congratulations, I now live rent-free in your head.
It's a mimetic virus.
The chakram whizzes past Caliban's ear, just barely close enough to make his hair whoosh, and then it slices through the Ravager before returning to Clara. Does drop the Ravager that was attacking Caliban.
Amazing.
Fly as fuck.
Happy with that, Clara, or any movement, or
Yeah,
good where you are? Cool.
I can't move if I steady aim.
Oh, true. This Ravager is going to take the place of the one that just died, make a bite against Caliban with advantage. 22 will hit for 4 piercing damage, Caliban.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Does manage to get its teeth into your shell as you basically present your arm as a target, and it is your turn.
It's like as it's like gripping onto his arm, he just like other hand just stabs into it.
Yeah. You've got a very low one on your left and a undamaged one that is chewing on you. Which one was that attack against?
I'm attacking the one that's chewing on me.
Okay, so that's 7 points of damage. Does manage to get the first damage against that one.
And second hit, just attacking the one on my left.
21 hits. 4 damage is enough, as with the concussive wave having shredded its armor, your parrying dagger does get into a gap and find something important. That does slay the Ravager there.
Incredible.
Uther, I think that makes it your turn.
It do. I'm gonna cut an action disengage. Try to bait some of these things in closer, and I'm gonna shoot that guy.
Yeah. Pulling back, pulling out a gun.
One second, I gotta check a box. Blammo.
That will hit. Uh, 6 points of damage does hurt it, brings it quite low, but still able to take another hit like that as the bullet goes in.
And that'll be me.
This Ravager is first of all going to take advantage of the pack tactics it will have to make an attack against Caliban. Uh, 17 versus AC Caliban.
Nope.
Managed to block it. This one, it will take the dash action to get up next to Uther. Atira.
She... Is it within 5 feet of me?
Yeah. I think I think it's up to you. You can either be next to it or just slightly far enough away that I would say it's like you're like a half grid away from it, basically. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'll be up close to it.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Okay, it is thrown and finesse, so I can use my scythe as a melee weapon.
Yes.
So I'm just going to slash out at it. 14.
14 just misses, I'm afraid, as it does slow itself just before it reaches, and your scythe slices the place where it would be a second layer.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action for an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Miss.
Natural 1, yeah. The uneven ground making it hard to get this sort of leverage around and make a strike balanced.
This is what I get for having so many 20s against Envy last session.
That was, yeah, we're on the other side of the scale. Anything else, Satira?
Going to back up.
You have mobile, so it can't attack you or attack opportunity, right?
Correct.
Cool, perfect. That you?
Yes.
This Ravager will dash up next to Uther. This one
I'm in
is
danger.
This one's gonna close and make an attack against Caliban at advantage. 22.
You know what? I think I will use. Let's see, what do I got? I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke on that one.
Okay, so it gets the 4 piercing damage. For some reason, Dafer, you aren't a token anymore. I can't select you. Isn't that interesting?
That's fascinating. Oh, I can't either.
Do you want to drag yourself onto
I
the
have
map?
a 1612.
Yes, I remember your number. Let's try and... okay.
Just needs to roll a
Dexterity saving throw, yeah?
or take
Right.
2d10 damage.
Give me 1 second. And it is fire damage as well, isn't it?
Yes.
It does make the save, however, it will still take half damage, so that will be enough to stagger it. And you can award a teamwork point to someone.
I think I will award a teamwork point to Uther.
Uther, you get a
I'll take
teamwork
it.
point as the flame lights up from... What does your fiendish hellish rebuke look like?
He basically like he gets hit, and like he sort of like snaps his fingers, and from the wound like flame like comes out and just like hits whatever attacked it.
Cool. As the teeth
Whatever dared to hurt him.
the teeth just about get through the shell barrier enough to scratch you, a single drop of blood that just ignites on contact with the air and bursts forth. The Ravager panics and immediately ducks away, just grazed by the flame, but it does seem to disturb the entire pack that sees the gout of flame and instinctively sort of all reacts to this sudden appearance of fire, giving you a little bit of an opening. Uther giving you the teamwork point.
Are they afraid of fire?
They do
Yeah,
not
they're
like
weak
fire,
to it.
yeah. They are weak to it.
Oh.
Caliban, that said, you have made yourself a target producing the flames. It will, this next one will run up and try and bite you. 21 versus AC.
No, that hits. I'll take the hit. Let's fucking go.
Another 4 piercing damage, Caliban.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
think it'll be
good.
fine.
I'm taking so many floors.
This last...
Can use like 8 dice this season.
This
Fun fact, the number 4 is very similar to the word death in Japanese.
Yes, that is very true. I hit you with instant death. Get Odined. This last Ravager starts to like twitch, and you watch as the back spines of it all click up into place one after another, and its back extends a little, like distends outwards, almost like an accordion expanding outwards, and you watch as little spines start to stick out of its back like a porcupine's quill. As you watch it adapt in front of you, it will launch a spine at you, Caliban, at advantage.
Oh fuck, they're evolving.
19 versus AC, Caliban.
My AC is 19.
Does launch through the pack in order to hit you for 6 piercing damage. And it is at this point that the last of our targets arrive, as you are getting swarmed.
Help us, Dafer, another Dafer.
Why are there 2 of him?
Hold back.
I
can meet shield is.
I can't delete health barless Dafer. He's an immortal object at this point. I don't know. Oh, let's go the other way around. That does bring in 2 Ravagers with a higher initiative than Dafer. This Ravager, though, will have to take the dash action. There's just no room next to Caliban anymore. And this last one will also dash up and get next to Adhira. So Dafer, over to you.
Okay, Dafer is going, like, seeing the last of the pack finally in range, is going to give a warning shout to the group, rush back, which is going to take up the majority of the 6 seconds that a turn takes, and then like put out his stamp from his hand,
Yeah.
and like ram it into the last place where the last piece was missing to like make some kind of structural weakness pattern that leads to a massive collapse of rocks, of a rock wall into the group.
A perfectly sculpted crack goes all the way down the side of this huge kind of chamber bowl of stone. From underneath your feet, it's Hira, Uther, and Caliban. You feel all of a sudden it splinters. So like first it's the initial wide crack, and then out from there a spider web of other breaks, and from the top pieces of stone start to tumble, and as it hits the next one it dislodges it, and very quickly it begins to snowball. Can I get dexterity saving throws from the three of you first? Sorry, at advantage because of the warning shout. So that's 16, 15, 15. The rest of the Ravagers... Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
15.
16, 15, 15. And then the Ravagers need to make strength saving throws as they will not be able to get out of the way. So that is how many strength saving throws? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
What
12,
DC do we give this?
13. What is your DC?
Do I use my int for this, or is this?
It would be whatever like your spell casting DC is. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, in that case, if I use int for that, that's 8 plus proficiency is 2 plus int is 3, 13.
13. Okay. The number 13 completely erased the number I just counted. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 twice. Hilarious. 1, 2. Oh, I just rolled initiative twice. Silly Billy. Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, so a little under half of them succeed. And will you go ahead and roll me 3d? I think it's 3d12, Dafer.
Okay. In that case, fingers crossed. Big mommy. Yeah, big money.
The three of you who made the deck save, so our 3 pieces, you managed to jump up and out over the tidal wave of stone, completely avoiding it. The ones closest to you, the Ravagers closest to you, get caught up in it. That is 1. Give me 1 second to go through this one at a time. 1 dead. 1 half damaged. Another dead. 1 half damaged. 1 dead. 1 half damaged but was already half health. 1 dead. 1 half damage but was half health. 1 dead. 1 half damage. Dead. And that one's dead, and this one's halved. As the wreckage clears, the Ravagers have all been sort of grouped as a cluster, all of them kind of like dazed by the cascade of stonework that you have sent tumbling down upon them as a group. Only 4 of them remain, and all of them bloodied as the dust settles. Dafer.
Alright, I am out of movement. All I have left is my bonus action, and let's say I use that to shout, so I'm out of turn.
Cool. Clara.
Well, I'm just gonna keep throwing things at Ravagers.
Yeah, absolutely. 19 hits.
Yep, lovely. It's the 6. There's no one next to it.
True. Yeah, I was about to say that does kill, but no, just barely doesn't in that case, as in the weapon slices through and returns to you. Good there, Car.
Mm-hmm.
Caliban.
Gonna... Oh, what was it? Gonna second wind first?
Yeah, you can bonus action second wind.
Oh, let me just... 1d10 plus 4. I'll take it.
10 health back.
It's 25. And how far is the nearest one?
They would have settled down. They're about 30 foot from where you are, Caliban, so you can get up to them if you wish.
Yep. go over and I'll stab this one.
Yeah. 18 hits. 6 damage, exactly the same position as the one that Clara hit. It couldn't take another hit like that, but it is still up.
Okay.
This Ravager is going to run around and attack you, Caliban.
Alright.
17 misses. Makes it Uther's turn.
Oh boy. I'll come over here and stab that guy.
Yep.
So tick a checkbox again.
And you do have a teamwork point if you want to call it in. 24 will hit.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and just let Caliban get another whack in on something over here.
Yeah, go for the damage on this first. And then... Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Yeah, the one that you come up to, Uther, you cleanly slice off, and as you do so, you make an opening for Caliban to attack the one next to him to the north.
Alright. Just getting my hit in?
Yeah, go for it. Natural one, unfortunately. Yeah. As the like half of a Ravager just cascades past you, you weren't expecting to see a torso just like fly past you from Uther's strike. Caliban, unfortunately, does miss. Anything else, Uther?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. This Ravager is gonna come around and attack you, Uther.
This is fine.
20 versus AC should hit, I would hope.
Oh yeah, I don't have that much AC.
That is 4 points of damage, because that seems to be the only number I can roll.
Ooh, that's
You did roll a 6 one time.
Thank you.
is taking its sweet time.
Yeah, it does seem to be fighting me a little bit still. Atira.
She is going to take a few steps forward, bend low, and throw her scythe at this Ravager by Uther.
That is the healthiest of the three, just so you know. Obviously, they're all bloodied, but that...
Yeah.
But if you hit it, it will be a severe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. 12. 12 will miss, unfortunately, as it will dodge out of the way using Uther as cover.
But I'm going to close the distance, and I'm going to expend a key point.
It using me as cover, me using it as cover, because oh god, oh fuck the scythe.
First strike.
12 misses.
Miss. God damn!
You are not dealing with this uneven terrain well this combat, unfortunately, Atira, as
Why can't everything be sand?
all of the loose terrain, it's ankle roll territory. It is not comfortable, but yeah, unfortunately, it does manage to zip out of your attacks.
I'm gonna back up to here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
This Ravager will approach and try and sink its teeth into Caliban. And actually, that's what the next one will do as well, so I'll just go ahead and tell Roll20 to roll 2 of those and see when they come through. 13 definitely misses. 13 definitely misses. Dafer.
2 13s.
It seems to be.
I'm rushing 30 feet into the direction of Caliban and Uther, and I'm hitting up one of the ones in front of Caliban, but they look equally damaged, I assume, so
Yes,
I'll
they
just hit the one on the right.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, rush up my 30 feet, then, like, plant my feet into a firm stance, and then just with, like, a wide swing to, like, gather momentum, I do the shockwave.
Yep.
Shockwave punch in that direction. Very roughly aimed once again, since who's aiming?
Reckless got you.
Reckless, that too, yeah. So that is a 12, which
12.
misses. I
So it picks up pieces of rubble, sends it scattering everywhere, which gives it a little bit of an advance warning, and it moves out of the way, the direction of the tumbling rocks, which kind of gets it away from your attack.
That is my turn.
Clara, 3 targets remain.
Which was the most damaged?
There are 2 equally damaged ones next to Caliban, and then there's one exactly bloodied next to Uther.
Okay, cool. I'll take out one of the Caliban ones.
Cool.
Well, I hope.
16 hits.
16? Nice, okay.
6.
Amazing rolls.
6 is enough still, as it was very badly hurt by the cascade of stones, and I think that's the one you attacked last time as well, so just finishing the work there, Clara.
Nice.
Caliban. 2 targets left, one next to you, one next to Uther.
I'll take the one in front of me first. I'm just rolling 21 all every time.
8 is enough as you put the blade straight down its throat. It comes out of the stomach and it drops.
And I'll go over to Uther and take care of the other one.
Yeah, bonus action attack. 22 hits. 2 points of damage goes through. Hurts it, but it is still there.
Oh, well. I'll leave the rest to you, Uther.
Uther, just under bloodied.
Totally not a cunning action to aim. I still don't get why that's not a cunning action. Make sure my stuff is checked right, and
16 hits.
I'm glad I did that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. The numbers for you have been insane these last few hits. Way more than enough as you guys finish off the last of the Ravagers. As the body starts to flake into little metallic shards, our little subterranean civilization drops this purple barrier dome, and you see them start to like walk out and look around, a sort of sense of disbelief coming from them. You see the Caliban, did you have one of them, like, was the little guy that brought you here, like, on your shoulder this fight, or did you put him down before the fight?
I think I had somebody else, like, hold on to him, but if everybody else was fighting...
Then it probably would have been with Sky then. So
Sky.
You see this little guy jump down off of Sky's, like, shoulder, and start making his way down towards group. You see, coming out of the very central buildings, even smaller little rock individuals that start to come out. He rushes forward, picks up 2 of them. You see lots of little families of these creatures begin to celebrate as they seem to have survived.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm once again asking, what the hell are these things?
Amongst them all, there are some of them that are sort of like crooked of stature. They look a little older. Some of them have these. It looks like a beard, but it's actually more like the roots of a plant that have managed to like take hold in their body, and therefore they've got these like wiry roots that come out of their chin area, but all of them seem to be a little bit older. Maybe their bodies can't resist like plant life as well. Seems to be a sign of their aging. But one of them, much older looking, much more bushy root beard than the others, steps forward and motions to a few other more younger looking of these creatures, and they start dragging a familiar looking journal from inside one of these buildings, like a little book that they were keeping in a structure, and you recognize them as being one of Kathy's journals.
Oh wow.
Well, okay then.
Four other ones grab a set of ink and like a quill type pen thing, and they open up a book to, on one side writing and the other side there's a blank page, and you watch as two of them dip ink in this quill and begin writing a message down on the book. The writing is scraggly and imperfect, especially for something that's being written not with like a single hand, but it's like two people manipulating the quill. After a few seconds, the message, "Thank you for saving us," is scratched into paper. No! No! I don't want to die! No! I hate it.
That was so perfectly mid-sentence, Sam.
That
It
was so perfect.
So perfectly mid-sentence. Let me try something real quick. I'll be right back. Rah, 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 rah. What was the mid-sentence?
Like
They
like
they're
right before the
dipping
message.
quill.
I've opened up as many barriers between me and the router as possible, because normally I have the doors closed because I am noisy. But maybe that will help the signal getting through several layers of old stone and wood.
Have you considered just running wire?
I have considered just running wire. I hate it though. I'd need to like drill a hole through the wall, and as a renter, I need permission and all these other awful things. And
Worst case scenario, you can just like tuck it into like the corners of the hallway.
yeah, I just hate it. It would it would have to go like all the way around the outside of the dining room, out this way, round. Like it would be a whole thing.
The question is, how many more times can you have this thing interrupt before you feel yourself needing to do it?
Oh, well, I mean, what I could do is only run a cable during sessions. That I would be tempted to do, so that is a possible shout, that I just run a cable from out there during session time. Something to think about. They dip a quill in ink, and with two people manipulating a quill, it takes a while for them to write a message. It's not as deft as a single hand holding a quill, but after 10-15 seconds, a scratched simple "Thank you for saving us" appears in the parchment, the ink setting in, and the message is before you.
Adhere is sort of down.
So the more advanced weapons they wouldn't be able to use, but obviously you guys can't use them either. But yeah,
You need to give one of them a little gunnery sergeant cap.
As you're sort of like talking to the creatures, and as they're pushing the book towards you to take a look, there is a muffled sort of laughter from your gagged prisoner as Sky kneels over him and frowns. Sort of gives you a look as to like, should I entertain this and take this out, or do I just leave him to have whatever the fuck fit this is that he's starting to like chuckle to himself?
Personally, I am team entertain it.
Anyone against ungagging him and hearing what he has to say?
Why not?
Probably gonna be super fucking annoying, but okay.
She
Personally, don't care too much.
she pulls the gag from his mouth, and he like stretches his jaw, says, "You can't see it, can you? They're monsters." He like looks into like a few of your eyes as he looks at these things. He just says, "The goddess elevated us, humans, and the scourge, the ones it didn't kill, brought us low. Whatever these things are, they were human ones, their ancestors. Look at them. They can't change. They're going to be stuck like this forever, building little houses, clinging to whatever humanity they can get hold of, imitating us. But they're nothing but little monsters."
You don't have many friends, do you?
I was gonna say gag him.
Yeah, no, Sky just like re-gags him, shakes her head, and she looks at one that's near her, and you can see that's affected a few of them. A few of them do look down and seem, put out by it. Sky just kind of softly says, "You're more human than a lot of people I've met."
Also, it's not what you look like that makes people monsters. It's what you do, how you act. You can look amazing and be a terrible person. You can look a way that people might be the best thing that anyone's ever known.
Yeah, look at me. She fucking hates me.
They
Oh,
they
sweetheart,
open, they open the book to a certain page. Here you see some dialogue between Kathy and them, where Kathy has explained to them what is on the surface. There is an outpost up there with people like her, and what they do here. And the Graal have put on the next page that they would like to help. They would like to be a member of the society here and help produce whatever product it is here in exchange for places to live, food, to feel like they belong to this society. You can see this sort of like dialogue that and they turn the page, and Kathy has like explained that there are procedures to go through, but she will bring this to the base captain.
I will make it my. I will make it my mission to elevate these little guys.
There are lots of little like nods and like